Welcome back to another first impression, this time for the anime Oshi no Ko Season 3. Synopsis on any list. The story enters a new stage. It has been 6 months since Poppin 2 was released. Thanks to Mem Show's hard work, Pikomachi is about to get a major break. Aqua is a multi-talented entertainer and Akane's career as a talented actress is going smoothly. Meanwhile, Kana lost the cheerfulness she once had. To track down the truth behind Ai and Goro's death, Ruby keeps rising in the entertainment world, using lies as a weapon. So we have a continuation of Oshi no Ko, 6 months later. Where we left off, Aqua assumes his dad is dead, the one he was hunting for the whole time. However, Ruby seems to have a different idea. She seems to assume the one responsible for Ai and her Dr. Goro's death is still alive, and she's trying to find that person. And that is why we more or less have a little switch up. Before we were always on with Aqua, searching for the one responsible. Now we are on with Ruby, searching for the one responsible. Additionally, we naturally have our other side characters like Memsho. You see on the picture, we follow a little bit of Akane and Kana. Everyone, you know, we have specific relationships in play here. We have naturally the relationship between Aqua and Akane. Naturally, Kana and Aqua's relationship is a little bit strained. Memsho is the, you know, more or less on the side, who is doing a lot of work for Pikomachi. And we just continue with a lot of behind the scenes. After the first 3 episodes, we got a lot behind the scenes stuff, which is why I really enjoy this show. I mean, we do have the overarching plot we follow, but I really like that we get to see some behind the scenes, you know, regarding a more or less TV show, a episodic show. How many people work on that, what their roles are in the production of an episode. That, you know, in a series we have different teams instead of what I assumed was just one team that work each on their own episodes, which is very interesting. We also get to see a little bit behind the scenes for some other stuff like cosplayers, what is going on with that, what, you know, not as in depth as something like a dress-up doll would be, but we get a good glimpse on what is going on there. We get to see a little bit more of Ruby's machinations, what she's doing, what she's planning. We get to find out, you know, where she's going to get all these nice little ideas from, which is very interesting. We get to see some old characters back, which is always nice. We see Snake Girl. I like her a lot. We get to see Minami back, which is the pinup model in Ruby's class. And it is just really enjoyable. It strikes a really nice balance where we get, you know, we get the overarching story, we get a lot of interpersonal story, and we also get a lot of behind the scenes. And it does it very well. Animation is fantastic, art style is fantastic. I like the characters. Even though Ruby changed quite a bit, we have our main girls have changed quite a bit because of the personal relationships. But I really enjoy the first 3 episodes. I cannot complain. Not much else to say. If you watch the first 2 seasons of Oshi no Ko, you just get more Oshi no Ko. AniList, oh, we only have 11 episodes. Okay. AniList has 82%. I'm missing all my shots. 82% on AniList, my anime list 8.44. I would just continue 9 out of 10. Definitely recommend it. If you have not watched Oshi no Ko at this point, definitely go back. Start with season 1. I really enjoy the behind the scenes. I hope we get to see more. I'm assuming we get to pick up a little bit more of the main behind the scenes, the overarching story. I presume after episode 3 get to see a little bit more of Aqua as well, which is nice to see, because quite honestly, I like Aqua a lot more in this kind of driver seat than Ruby. It was always a nice contrast to have someone who's a little bit more dark, a little bit more realistic, to, you know, in contrast Ruby, who is a little bit more innocent, a little bit more upbeat. Now that Ruby follows a little bit similar path than Aqua, I'm missing a little bit of that shine and upbeat character in the story. But we will see how this concludes. Definitely recommend it.